Hello everyone, it's Diego Doom here. Today I'm bringing you another review. Today I'll be reviewing SH Monster Art's Godzilla 2014 Spitfire version. This stylized version of Godzilla is based off the 2014 film Godzilla. To see the original version of this stylized take on Godzilla, check out my review of the original SH Monster Art's Godzilla 2014 figure. This particular version of Godzilla 2014 is known as the Spitfire version, with new translucent dorsal fins and a much needed effect part for our Godzilla 2014 figure. Be sure to check out the 2014 film Godzilla, it's a great film. SH Monster Art's Godzilla 2014 Spitfire version is another fantastic release in the SH Monster Arts line. Godzilla has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, fantastic accessories, and a great range of articulation. Let's jump right into it and take a look at Godzilla himself. Godzilla has a great range of articulation. First, let's start with the head. We can look up, down, left, right. The mouth can open up. Inside of the mouth, the tongue can be moved. You may need a special tool to move the tongue inside of the mouth. Moving down to the shoulders here, the shoulders have a good range of motion, so we can move in and out, forwards and backwards. We have a nice bend here in the elbows. The elbows can swivel. The hands are on ball joints, so we can tilt spin these freely. In the upper torso, we can lean forwards, slightly backwards, twist side to side, and lean side to side. The legs can kick forward about this much, backwards this much, and spread out about this far. We have a nice bend here in the knees. The feet can tilt and swivel, and then finally we have the very nice long super articulated tail. This tail looks absolutely fantastic and is definitely very posable. When it comes to sculpt and paint apps, Godzilla is absolutely fantastic. Starting from the top, we have the signature Sakai Godzilla head sculpt. The scales at the top of the head are very nicely detailed with a charcoal black paint app. These same nicely detailed scales can be seen throughout the body. Godzilla's brow is sharp and prominent. The eyes have a nice olive paint app with black pupils. The teeth have a good sculpt with a bone white paint app. The inside of the mouth, the tongue, and the jaw membranes have a blood red paint app with some slight gloss to it. Moving down to the chest, we can see Godzilla's nicely detailed scales with dark olive highlights. The claws have a nice sharp sculpt with a charcoal black paint app. Godzilla's legs have a muscular sculpt with the nicely detailed scales continuing. Next, we have Godzilla's stumpy feet with a charcoal black paint app. Spin around to the back, we have the main highlight of this figure, the lit up dorsal fins. The dorsal fins have a fantastic sharp and jagged sculpt with a very cool semi-translucent blue paint app with metallic highlights. The tops of the fins are semi-translucent. As we move down the fins, the paint apps become more opaque. The dorsal fins and the light up paint app smoothly and gradually taper off as we reach the end of the tail. The tail itself is very nicely detailed with various scaly creases and folds underneath. I'm very pleased to see the issues we had with the first Godzilla 2014 figure have been addressed. For me personally, the biggest issue I had with the first release was the lazy eye. That's been fixed this time around, which instantly makes me like this figure more than the first release. The second issue we had was the sloppy paint apps around the mouth. Now I can't say they completely fixed them, but they've definitely tightened things up around the mouth. You can still see some paint bleeding, but not to the extent of the first release. After seeing these issues addressed, and since right now it's repaint season for the SH Monster Arts line, I wouldn't mind a perfect reissue / repaint of Godzilla 2014 with some kind of extra accessory. As a whole, Godzilla turned out to be absolutely fantastic. The lit up dorsal fins on Godzilla look stunning and they're very well done. It's great to see that they fixed the issues we saw with the first release as well. Now, let's take a look at Godzilla's accessories. Godzilla comes with one severed Muto head, one atomic breath effect part, and one stand. First, let's take a look at the severed Muto head. The severed Muto head has a fantastic sculpt. The head is very well detailed. We have the signature angular head sculpt with various creases and folds. The head as a whole has a nice weathered and varied gray paint app with a glossy finish. Inside of the mouth, the teeth have a nice sharp sculpt with the inner mouth being burned out. The back of the head is very nicely detailed. The neck seems to have been cauterized by Godzilla's atomic breath, which is definitely very cool. The severed head attaches via a ball joint peg system. To attach, grab your original Godzilla 2014 figure or your Spitfire version, remove Godzilla's right hand, insert the hand holding the severed head, and that's it. In the instructions, there's a warning of the hand and head connection potentially being fragile, so do be careful. Now, Godzilla can stand triumphant with Muto's severed head. Next, we have the stand. The stand is your typical Act 4 stand with an articulated neck and a base customized for Godzilla. The base looks very nice. In the center, we have Godzilla with some weather grunge effects in the background. The stand as a whole has a nice glossy finish. Finally, we have the Atomic Breath effect part. The Atomic Breath effect part has a fantastic flame-like sculpt with a semi-translucent blue paint app. Towards the front of the effect part, there seems to be some metallic highlighting, just like the dorsal fins, which is definitely very cool. To set this all up, grab the included stand, peg the Atomic Breath effect part into the articulated neck of the stand, align the effect part with Godzilla's mouth, and that's it. Now, Godzilla can use his signature Atomic Breath to brutally kill his foes. I really like the Atomic Breath effect part, but something I think they could have included was an extra half of the Atomic Breath effect part so we can insert it into Muto's mouth so we can perfectly replicate the epic kill scene at the end of the film. Now that we have the accessories out of the way, let's do some size comparisons. To conclude the review, SH Monster Arts Godzilla 2014 Spitfire version is another fantastic release in the SH Monster Arts line. Godzilla has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, fantastic accessories, and a great range of articulation. This figure is definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. I highly recommend picking up this figure. This has been another review by Diego Doom. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned for more figure reviews. Check out the Facebook fan page and also follow me on Instagram. Like, comment, and subscribe.